4 months in, I finally hire a virtual assistant. The first day that we get on a call together after I hired her, I was like, hey, so where do we start? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to break down something that we haven't really broke down on this channel before, and it's going to sound super basic, and you might be like, wait, you haven't broke that down on the channel before? We're breaking down the bare necessities of what you need for softwares when it comes to starting a wholesaling business. Now, this might be the boring stuff, but this is the actual, tangible stuff people can watch and then just go implement and get immediately. Now, before we get into that, please like this video and subscribe. But I'm going to tell you guys a story really quick before we get started, because I didn't know any of this in the beginning. I was completely lost. So I started my business and I was trying to do this wholesaling thing. I was sending out mailers and driving for dollars and doing a bunch of things that didn't really matter, right? And I was getting nowhere. And then 4 months in, I finally hire a virtual assistant, okay? Her name's Karen. She's with me today. We did a video recently together on the channel. Go back and watch that video. Karen's my lead VA. She's amazing. She blows my mind every single day. She's a beast. But anyways, the first day that we get on a call together after I hired her, I was like, hey, so where do we start? And Karen's like, well, I did have a client before. She had been a VA at this point from working with investors for the past year or two. So she had an idea of what people needed. And she's like, well, what we're going to need is this software, that software, this software, that software. And I'm like, wait, I didn't even know that we needed all that. I thought that we just hopped on a call and you just generated me leads. I didn't know all this. And she's like, yeah, well, here's all the softwares. Go look those softwares up, go on YouTube, figure out how we work these softwares. And then you can send me the logins and then I'll start generating leads. And I was like, all right, cool. So she gave me a blueprint on all the different softwares that I needed in order to have her start actually working. I thought that she just started working right away. That was not the case. She needed some things. She needed some logins and stuff. So she gave me the list and I went and, did some research and I got her a login, and that's how we started our process. But some people don't even know, like myself in the beginning, what those softwares are, what softwares that you actually need. In the beginning, I was just like, well, I know I need to go find people who are interested in selling their property, but I don't know where to find them. I don't know how to actually call them. I don't know where to find their phone. I don't know any of that. It's actually very, very simple. So let's break down into this. Those consist of a data provider, a skip tracing software, a dialer or a text platform, and a CRM. Now you might be like, I don't know what the heck those are, but let's break down exactly what those are. So the first thing is a data provider. You might be like, Mike, what the heck is a data provider? So this is just simply a software that you can go out and look up the public data. So all this stuff is public, meaning all the public records, all the deeds that are transferred, all these notices that go on people's doors, all this type of stuff is public data. You could literally just go research the town or the city and you'll find the information. So there's data providers that have all this information. So we go to these data providers to find people who are the most likely to be motivated to sell their property, because that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to find people who are motivated for some sort of reason. And the main thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to find a problem to solve. So for example, we might try to go find those people that are in pre-foreclosure, right? When somebody goes into pre-foreclosure, the bank will send them a notice, and that notice is actually public data. So these data providers, they allow us to not have to waste our time and literally go and scrape all the public data. They allow us to just click a button and all of a sudden it's there. So they make our lives much easier. So what you're going to be able to do with this data provider is you're going to be able to log in and you're going to be able to literally filter the type of person that you want to go target. If you want to go target the people that are going to pre-foreclosure, you're literally going to type in foreclosure in Boston, Massachusetts, and pull up all the people that are in pre-foreclosure in Boston, Massachusetts. You're going to be able to find those people, and it's going to bring up names and addresses of all the people that are going through those things. If you want to target people that have vacant houses, you could do that. See, the theme here is people that have some sort of problem that could be solved. Those are the people that we're targeting. So you want to find these data providers. The data provider that we use is PropStream. Now, all these softwares have different tiers. I think PropStream is $100. Okay. So literally for $100, you can go on PropStream and pull a list of 10,000 people that are potentially looking to sell their property. But here's the thing. These lists only have a name and an address. So you got to contact these people. We got to get their contact information. So the second thing is skip tracing software. Okay. So there's so many different skip tracing softwares. By the way, for all these softwares, there's like a ton of different software. So don't get caught up on the specific software. Like they all work. There's no specific list. There's no specific anything. They all work. Just pick one and go after it. Okay. So skip tracing, that is when you're going to take that list that you just pulled and bring it over to another software and literally send them the data that you just pulled so that they send you back all the phone numbers and stuff. So it's very simple. I actually have a plug, like the guy, like Hefe of skip tracing. I just sent him over an email. He ends up sending me a bunch of phone numbers and addresses back. It's very simple. Now there's also websites that you can use, all that type of stuff. I just have a nice connect that gets me cheap data. So I use him. If you want him, feel free to shoot me a DM. So it's very simple. You get that list from the data provider and you send that list. It's like a CSV file. It's a spreadsheet that you just send over to whoever the skip tracing company is, and they'll send you over back some phone numbers. Very simple. It costs you money per record that you skip trace. Now, once you have done that, you have to contact these people. You got to actually have a conversation. So the third thing that you're going to need is a dialer or a text platform. Okay. Now we like to use something called a 3-line dialer so that 3 phone numbers are calling these lists at all times. So there's literally 3 people being called at all the same time. Now you're going to use these softwares to generate your leads. You're going to go find people that are interested in selling. I have a whole entire team of VAs doing this for us that literally just sit on the dialer and text all day and generate us leads consistently throughout the whole entire day and week. But what you're going to do is you're going to upload that list that you just had skip trace and you're going to bring that into the dialer or the text platform. Now I'm saying like dialer and text platform because you could do either or. Dialer is literally like you press a button, you have your headset on, and all of a sudden it just starts dialing all the people that are in your list. The text platform is you go on your computer, you press a button, and all of a sudden you start texting all the people that are on your list. They're two separate softwares. Texting works sometimes, calling works sometimes. Just depends on where you're at, depends on the market, it depends on location, all that type of stuff. But we do both. We call and we text. So the software that we use for our dialer is called Batch Dialer. And the software that we use for our text platform is called Batch Leads. Okay. So our team of VAs take the list that we have skip trace and they'll put them into those softwares and they'll just go to town and they'll start calling all these people. So here's what happens. So once they finally find somebody who's interested in selling, they got to go take that information and give it to somebody or keep it somewhere safe. So we call this, so the last one is a CRM. This is a customer relationship manager. So this is where all of our leads hang out. So once a lead is generated by one of our virtual assistants, it gets pushed with a click of a button. It goes right over to our CRM and our sales team sees a name, an address, a phone number, and some notes on the conversation that they had. And they now can call that lead and they can set appointments and they can set reminders and stuff so that they know they got to set a follow-up call with this person. They got to call him on this day. They got to get this person an offer, all that type of stuff. So you want to be organized. You want to keep these people all on the same thing. We use this company called RE Simply. I actually have a discount to RE Simply. If you go in the comments below, you'll see that discount link. But RE Simply is great. One thing you want to think about your CRM is you want a nice CRM that you're going to use long-term if you plan on scaling. I learned this the hard way in the beginning. I went into a free CRM, and you can do a free CRM. I made money in the free CRM. We started our business with it. Problem is once we started scaling up, it didn't work for us anymore. So we had to take all of our data from that CRM, put it into the new CRM, and it was a freaking headache. So I would recommend taking the CRM that you're going to use long-term and just investing into it. I think RE Simply is like $100 a month. So you do that, or you could just do the free one. And then it's like, you're literally into this whole entire thing, like $200 or something crazy like that. But It's very cheap to start a wholesaling business. Once you have these people in your CRM, keep on following up, keep on contacting these people, keep on giving offers, keep on doing the thing. And I promise you, you will end up with a deal. There are many more softwares that my team have now that I have scaled and I have a much bigger team. We have things like Slack, we have a big Zoom account. We got all the things to like help our team grow and be efficient. Okay. Hope this helped out. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.